Hey guys, it's Melissa with Web of Creativity, and today we're going to be doing a flower demonstration. So I'm going to make some flowers for you. I did these flowers on my Floral Shop project. So I folded them a certain way, layered them to give that dimension to these flowers, and the greenery as well. So we're going to make a flower and show you how to do, just to pop up this greenery just a little bit. And again, this is on my Floral Shop mini album and a box project. And I used the Graphic 45 new die. This is called a large tag, ATC tag, and flower metal die. So in this die, you have the large tag, the ATC tag, 6 of the flower petals, and then we got some greenery, and then 2 small leaves. So that's the die that I used. So I already cut out my flower petals, so I'm going to just do 4. So I did the middle 4. So I didn't use the largest petal or the smallest petal. So I did the 4 that's in the middle. And then I inked the edges with Tim Holtz Distress Oxide Vintage Photo. That's the ink that I used. Now these dies, some of the flowers can be embossed, like this one and this one. I chose not to emboss them because I'm adding my own texture to it. So what you need is the petals, and then your utensils, your supplies. If you don't have the ball stylus for shaping flowers, you can use the end of a pencil or an end of different size paintbrushes. So we are going to use a paintbrush for curling the petals. Let's move some of my petals out of the way. I'm going to need a paper towel. I'm going to wet. So you're going to need some water. So I'm just going to do a small spritz first and pat it down. And then I'm going to zoom in so you can see better. So first I'm going to do the back side. And just on the petals, I'm just going to do a circular motion and then go down, circular motion and then go down on all the petals. This, I'm just kind of breaking up the paper a little bit is what I'm doing. The paper fibers. Flip over, run it in the middle, and then I'm going to spray it again. Dry it off a little bit, and I'm going to fold my petals. So I'm going to push in the middle and then fold my petals outwards. So I'm going to push in the middle, fold my petals outwards. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then I'm going to take the paintbrush end, a skinny one, and I'm going to roll the tips. So I'm just putting the paper between the paintbrush and my thumb and rolling them. And I'm going to do one more in the middle and put it to the side to dry. So that's the extent of everything we're doing, is we're just going to wet once. Run your stylus in a circular motion on the petals and then push downwards to the center. Flip over and run a little bit in the center. Give it another spray, dry, and then fold. So push in, fold out, push in, fold out. The more wet it is, the more flimsy the paper is. But again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to roll each petal, and only on the tips. And give a run in the middle. So you can see that we're giving it some dimension. Spray it. Ooh, I got that one real wet. Pinch, fold, pinch, fold, pinch, fold. So as the petals get smaller, it's harder to roll the petal with the paintbrush. So then we just take the tip of the paintbrush end and then use your finger and roll it back. Again, just put it behind the petal, put your finger, roll. And then give a run in the middle. Are you going to focus? Alright, one last one. Same thing, we're just using the end of the paintbrush to the tips of the petal. Alright, and then one more in the middle. So while those are drying just a little bit, we'll use the greenery. Now the greenery, I didn't have to wet that. It's just, it's not needed. So I take the biggest stylus I have for the biggest leaf and just run around the edges and then one in the middle. And then when it's time to glue it, I just take the end and fold it just to give it that flat section for some glue on there, and then glue just that little tip so this comes up. And then we have this little guy. Run it on the two edges and then in the middle. Gives it a really good curl. And then with these greeneries, it's just going to go a little bit smaller for the ball. And on the small leaves, you can just run it down the middle. When they get a little bit bigger, just run it on the edge. And it does tend to pop up, so I run just down the middle of the stem to get that stem to straighten back up. And then we have our effect on our leaves. And then just do the same thing with the bigger one. Run it on the sides. If they're smaller, just needs one roll. And there we go. Alright, back to my petals. We're going to go ahead and glue them together. Getting my glue. And my glue kind of doesn't work very well, so I just take the lid off and use a Q-tip. So we're going to go from the largest to the second largest, adding a little bit of glue. Then I'm going to off-center this guy. And I use the dry end of my Q-tip to push down on the middle. And then off-center again. Off center again. There we go. And then just take your finger and fluff up your petals. And then it just needs a little centerpiece here. So I got some bling to go in the middle. There we go. Oops, wrong way. So then we have 4 layers. And put some greenery behind it. And add our leaves. There we go. Look, oops. Look how cute that is. That just makes any project extra with some really cute flowers. So I have, this is a 3-layer flower. So I have some 3 layers. This one has the 3 layers with the smallest flower. And then to use all of the 6 is you get this big guy right here. Look how pretty that is. Alright, that's my flower tutorial on using the Graphic 45, a new flower die. Thank you for watching.